Right, you're on again.
I'd like to look at a full licence holder, just because the lines are a bit blurry for me as to how much instruction and what is important and what I should be ignoring. Like, for instance, if they're crossing their arms, I need to ignore that, I know, but what are the faults that I need to pick him up on, and what I can let go?
Yeah, keep his hand on the gear lever a bit too long. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So
So he should be keeping both hands on the wheel whenever possible.
he may rest a hand there, yeah, and he's waiting for you to start mentioning it. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Right.
So yes, what it is, I'll give you a word picture, and it's one I saw in action the other day. His
Right.
full licence holder, yeah.
Yeah.
The scenario is probably going to be he's got an assessment for a better car at work next week, yeah.
Mhm.
And if he passes his assessment, then he gets one of these nice new BMWs, yeah.
Mhm.
And the area where he's gone for the assessment's got loads of pedestrian crossings and loads of roundabouts and that. So I'd like you to look at my use of pedestrian crossings and my use of indicators by my use of signals by indicators only, yeah?
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
So he will give you the option, I don't know what they're like in Mill Hill, but in Luton he gives you the option whether you take the box off the top or not and put it in the boot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? If they give you that option, obviously you don't have to bother doing it, leave it on there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Or some of them may tell you have to take it off, yeah?
Right. Okay.
Right? But at Luton they actually leave it up to you.
Right.
Yeah? Right, so I'm a full licence holder,
Mhm.
and I want you to look at my use of pedestrian crossings and my use of my use of signals by indicators only.
Okay.
Are you sure about that, or do you want to ask me any questions?
So to make sure that you signal at the right time and correctly. Is that what you're saying?
Just my general use of indicators. Don't forget, I've been driving for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've got this assessment next week. This is the only chance that I'm going to get to, if I'm doing anything wrong at pedestrian crossings or I'm not using my signals properly, this is the only chance today that I'm going to get it sorted out. If I fail the assessment next week, then I don't get this nice new BMW car, so I'm going to be a little bit
Upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, what would be your driving history so far?
Oh, I drive every day.
You drive every day?
Yeah.
No points on your licence?
Nah.
Excellent,
Nah.
well done. How long have you been driving?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a really good driver. This is going to be money for old Rob for you.
Okay. Trying to think what else I can ask you.
Wait, do you need to ask too much?
No, probably not.
It's phase 2, let's go on the move, yeah?
Okay, so
Yeah.
if we go for a little drive and I can
Okay. But remember this DSSM, haven't I? It's not a bad memory after 20 years, is it?
That's not bad, is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, I've got to remember, is your door closed?
My door is closed, yeah.
And your seatbelt's on and not twisted?
It is, it is.
Mine's strictly, it's really strict.
So,
Really strict about
what
that.
sort of car do you normally drive?
Oh, I actually drive a car like this, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm well used to control.
nice for you then.
Yeah. And we're going to turn left and then left again, please.
So if we take the next left and then left again.
All right.
Okay.
And left again.
And left again. So I wouldn't be talking about why you're doing anything, because it's phase 2. You know what
It's
you're
all right. There's
doing.
nothing happening.
really.
You can talk about the weather. You can.
I haven't been watching any football, but I talk
All right.
about it.
Makes two of us. And at the roundabout, we're going to be turning left.
So at the roundabout, we're going to be doing another left.
No, we're going to be turning left.
We're going to turn left again, sorry.
That's a crossing, isn't it?
That is a crossing. What sort of a crossing was that?
It's not a zebra, is it?
No, it's not a zebra.
Straight on.
It's going straight ahead.
Oh, is it one of them, is it a pelican?
Why do you think it's a pelican?
I saw one of them boxes on the side.
Okay, well done. Did I even question you about
No, just keep going as
what
you are.
type it is here? Okay.
Yeah, it's very important to indicate around these parked cars, isn't it? Especially when you've got vehicles behind you.
No, they should, yes. Well, no.
Yes, no?
No, you don't really need to indicate round parked cars.
Well, I'm crossing the white line, am I?
You're crossing the white line, but there's
we're
not
gonna
much
turn
else you
right.
can do. We're going to turn right here. If there had been a turning
No,
on
I
the...
always thought if you're crossing the white line, you've got to indicate.
If there'd been a turning on the right or a driveway, someone might have thought you were going to turn into there.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
And a pedestrian could have walked out in front of us.
So how do I let them know then that I'm moving around these parked cars?
Well, they'll know that you have to go around them because you can't go through them. You're going to go straight ahead here. Is that good enough?
Oh, I suppose my position's a form of signal, is it?
And your road position would be a third signal,
right, yeah.
yes.
I indicate to come back in,
Again, you don't need to indicate to come back in.
No.
Because you have no option but to come back in unless you're going to drive on the opposite side of the road, which is more like a game of chicken, which isn't very good.
Alright. And at the roundabout, straight on.
At the roundabout, we're going to go straight ahead. So you're going to indicate at the roundabout?
No, I wouldn't indicate here, would I?
You wouldn't give a left indicator there, but you'd indicate left to... okay. You're saying you wouldn't need to indicate there?
What indicator would I have given there then?
Could have given a left indicator.
Yeah, I always thought when I learned to drive 20 years ago that it was a mini roundabout. I used to try and indicate, and my instructor said, by the time that indicator flashes, you're already there.
Now you're getting into grey areas and I don't know what to say.
Right, so at the roundabout, we're going to turn right.
At the roundabout, we're going to turn right. Okay, so if we're turning right, are you going to indicate?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And why would you give an indication?
Oh, it's to let people know where I'm going, isn't it? Yeah, because he's indicating to let me know where he's going, and he's indicating to let me know where he's going, isn't he?
Getting back to that last one, were you just confirmed or would you need to indicate left? Should you have indicated? Was I right to say you should have?
At the mini roundabout?
Yeah.
No. If you looked at it,
doesn't really matter.
by the time I had the indicator on,
Right.
I was already in the road.
That is a bit of a grey area for me, as you might have noticed.
And at the roundabout, straight on. Yes.
At the roundabout, we're going to go straight on.
Oh, it's one of them zebra crossings, isn't it?
That is. So, how do you normally prepare for one of those zebra crossings? What do you normally do as you approach one, or as we're approaching these lights here? What do you normally do? Just actively look and make sure that you're able to stop if anything, if the lights change.
Yeah, I was
Is
seeing
that phase one? Am I going back to phase
Yeah, I
one?
was seeing pedestrians. Because he's pressed the button, hasn't he? He's run away.
Having a game of knockdown ginger.
Sorry?
It's like a game of knockdown ginger.
Yeah, and make sure that coming out a roll that you don't make any comments like that on the day.
No, I wouldn't on the day, no, sorry.
Oh, what kind of cross is this then?
Okay, so what would you call this? A zebra crossing?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
indicate
So
to
was
come
that-
off, if I indicate to come off this roundabout now, who's going to benefit? They might think I'm turning into that road there, wouldn't they?
Right, okay. So if you're going straight on... Okay, yeah.
No, that's crossing ahead, isn't it?
It's another crossing ahead. I should be saying that to you. That's what you're saying to me, isn't it?
Yeah, what you should say to me is that tell me,
Yeah.
get me, because it's phase 2 or because I'm a full licence holder, get me to tell you when I see the crossing.
Okay, so when you see any crossings, you tell me.
Oh, this is a crossing going up ahead now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of one is this one then? No, it's,
And how does that affect your driving?
I just drive over them.
But do you ease off the gas or anything if you think, you know, the lights have been on green for a while?
Is that what I have to do?
I'm just asking you what you would do. What do you tend to do as you're driving along? I mean, you're
I just tend to stop.
licence holder,
I just tend to
so-
stop if they go red and keep going if they're on green. Now we're going to turn left.
Right, so we're going to take the next left. I don't know if I missed you looking in the interior mirror then. I don't know if I was watching you enough. Damn.
And we're going to turn left.
I'm going to take the next left.
My routine with mirrors wouldn't normally be wrong, yeah?
Sorry?
My routine with mirrors on this subject wouldn't normally be wrong.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you didn't mention mirrors.
Where it may be wrong is that I may not check them on approach to the crossings, yeah?
Yeah.
So right, let's give you a bit of help with these crossings, yeah?
Yeah, please.
So there is ways of telling whether these crossings are going to affect me as a driver, yeah?
Yeah.
If you look at the puffing crossing,
Yeah.
that's the one with the new type boxes, yeah?
Yeah.
If somebody's pressed the button, just around the button, a red light will glow.
Right.
So I know the button's been pressed, yeah? At the old style,
Will we pass any of those as we're
Yeah.
talking?
yeah,
You can show me that.
we've already passed a couple of steps
Oh,
already,
okay.
yeah?
But I mean, as in,
Yeah,
would I be able to see where the light might be?
Yeah, I'll show you in a second. On the old type yellow boxes,
Yeah.
where they press the button and the yellow wait sign comes on, then that could be somebody who's pressed that and walked away, yeah?
Yeah.
So I know there's a possibility they're going to change, yeah?
Yeah.
So looking ahead, I can see there is boxes here,
Yeah.
yeah? So this is one of these combined crossings, isn't it?
Right.
So we're going to turn right.
So we're going to take the next right. So why is it called a combined crossing? Do you know?
Oh yeah, because it's got a pedestrian element built into the junction element, isn't it?
Right.
Now you can see on the box over there that
It's
the
not
wait
lit.
sign's not on, so it's not
Yeah.
lit at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it crossing in the distance there.
Yeah. Is that another combined crossing?
No, it's just crossing on its own, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it? It's okay to park within these zigzag lines, isn't it?
Within these zigzag lines?
Yeah.
What, of the crossing?
Yeah.
No, there should be no parking or stopping or overtaking.
Oh, so Yeah, because my cash machine's right next to the zebra crossing.
Okay.
I can park for a few seconds and not cause any trouble.
I imagine that's why you always find a parking space there, because that's where you shouldn't be parking.
Yeah, well, can I park on a zigzag line the other side of the crossings? I'm not
No, you shouldn't park on zigzag lines at all.
It's a funny.
If you park on the zigzag line and then a pedestrian wants to cross, possibly they won't be seen, and another car could even run into them because your car has parked there.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
And there's no vision. So.
Oh, I see another crossing ahead. This is one of these puffin crossings, isn't it?
Okay, now I can see the red bits.
Yeah, if you see the button on the right hand side there.
Yeah.
If somebody presses that button, a red light will glow around that button. Yeah.
Okay.
You got another one here, but we haven't got any pedestrians to press it. I can't really slow down much more. Actually, we can just slow down now.
No, and he wasn't. He was just winding us up.
And we're going to turn left at the roundabout.
So we're going to take the next left at the roundabout.
Oh, I can see one of them zebra crossings.
Excellent. And you scan to make sure there's no pedestrians there, obviously, as you're driving.
Oh, I can see that on approach, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I see another one of these line control crossings, and I'm going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left again.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to take the next left.
I thought she was going to cross there for a minute.
So if she had have done, you'd have obviously just stopped.
Well, when I met my brother, he always said that it's best to wave them across and get rid of them.
If you wave them across and a car comes from the other direction and they get hit, you're going to feel quite guilty because you're not able to see what's happening around you. So you should never wave anyone across.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right.
Ah, right. Yeah, so my brother's wrong then.
Yes.
I'll give him one of your cards so he can book some lessons, yeah?
Actually, there's this really good guy on YouTube.
Alright. Another one of these puffin crossings, isn't it?
There's quite a few of them around.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left. So what are you going to do with the pedestrian there?
I didn't beckon her across now.
No, very well done. Didn't give her a toot either.
So she's standing on one of these, what they call safety islands or
Yeah, safety island.
safety havens or whatever?
Yeah.
So I've got to stop for her, haven't I?
Well, you need to slow down to make sure she's not going to walk into the road. You need to just, make sure you're not going to run her over, really. You need to
Yeah, but don't I need
be
to
sure
stop?
what she's going to do.
Don't I need to stop and let her go?
If it was if she's on a zebra crossing, you have to stop and let her go.
No, I'm talking about these safety havens that she was
But
standing on there, yeah?
safety havens. You're going to have to help me on this one.
Right.
I don't think you had to stop. And
If
let
you have
her
relax a
go.
minute.
Sorry?
If you have relax a minute. I'll come out a roll.
Yeah, please do.
No, a safety haven is just somewhere where they can stand.
Yeah. But you don't have to stop for them.
Yeah, you were kind of right at the when you started to give the answer, and then you kind of backed off a bit.
Yes.
Because I actually kind of played around with you a bit.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't back off. If you know the answer, first
But
thing...
then I doubt myself.
Well, hang on a
when
second.
someone
Hang on, let
says-
me
yeah.
finish, because you learn if you listen.
Yeah.
The first thing you got to be is know your stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no good going in and getting pedestrian crossings if you don't know the rules and regulations concerning pedestrian crossings.
Yeah.
And once you know your stuff, don't back off, yeah? They may well push you to see if you do back
Yeah.
down, yeah?
Yeah.
But if you know your answer is right, stick by it, yeah?
Okay.
So what about this overtaking at pedestrian crossings then?
Okay, so there's no overtaking at pedestrian crossings.
I'm only just asking in general.
Should it be a bike moving along slowly, you're able to, as long as he's moving off, and not parked, well, he shouldn't be parked there anyway. But no, you shouldn't be overtaking at
so I can overtake a cyclist,
zigzag lines.
providing the cyclist is not. Stopped at a crossing, giving way to pedestrians, yeah?
See, it doesn't take much for me to confuse myself.
When was the last time you looked at your highway code and your essential skills?
I can't remember the last time. I probably looked at it recently, but I didn't look at that bit that wasn't looking at pedestrian crossings. I think in fact I looked at it last week, but I can't remember what I was looking at. And I can put a book down and forget 2 minutes later what I looked at. I have to constantly be until it's just solid. But crossings I'm not solid on.
You know, it's a very common subject to come up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Either a phase 1 or a phase 2, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it. It comes up more than anything else, doesn't it? Because it's more there's more.
Yeah, so it doesn't only involve pedestrian crossings, does it? It involves pedestrians and pedestrian crossings.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Safe havens there, yeah?
Yeah.
You need to know what they mean, yeah?
Yeah. So they're safe haven, but you don't have to stop.
If I was to come to a stop at a safe haven there, it's going to be an awful shock for the car behind me, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Obviously, if the pedestrian walks out in front of me, steps up to safe haven, I've got to stop, haven't I?
Yeah. So I should have corrected you when you stopped back there?
No,
Because you were unsure of what they were going to do, surely.
What, the old lady crossing the road?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I was turning into the road,
Yeah.
and as I was turning into the road, she stepped up to safe haven, therefore I had no option but to stop, yeah?
Right, okay.
Otherwise I would run her over, yeah?
I thought she was waiting on the safe haven.
Well, I was approaching the turning,
Yeah.
and before I actually got into the turning, she'd already stepped off the crossing, hadn't she?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll treat you to a coffee and we'll have a chat.
Okay.